Primitive, improvised solutions are a thing of the past. Now, there is a better way to start a wall mount mini-split installation. The new RoughinBox RBX3 is the latest version of the original, first introduced by Marketer in 2016 as a new way to rough in any wall mount mini-split installation in new construction or to the studs rehab. This latest design is much more responsive to the current installation norms in the USA and Canadian markets. RoughinBox makes it convenient for any installer to do a quick, easy, and highly professional installation while preserving the integrity of the line set as well as the drain connection. Developed jointly by Marketer and Polar Building Solutions of Joinville, Brazil, the new RBX3 brings the latest technology as well as a number of substantial improvements to the product. Check out the following benefits. RoughinBox RBX3 fits perfectly between standard wood or metal studs at 16-inch centers. The integral adapters can be extended to allow it to easily be mounted in metal studs. The electrical cable can be brought in through the line set port together with the line set, or can be inserted through one of the integral wiring inlet ports, which accept 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch cable and incorporate an integral strain relief bushing to prevent the cable pulling out. The new RBX3 now has 5 generous line set ports, including one at the bottom, all of which are specially designed to accommodate larger line sets and thicker insulation. These feature rounded edges to reduce sticking, facilitate insertion of the line sets, and eliminate tearing of the insulation. Molded cut lines on each horizontal line port cap provide guidance to ensure that only enough cap surface is removed to permit entry of line set. The exclusive bidirectional drain outlet permits easy connection to either a vertical or horizontal drain line, and using the drain adapter provided provides a direct connection between the evaporator drain hose and the drain line, thus conforming with current code requirements, as well as triggering a condensate overflow switch if one is installed inside the evaporator. In cases where the direct connection method is not used, the compact linear drain pan is sloped to eliminate pooling and facilitate complete drainage. Another exclusive feature is the integral stress absorber, which reduces cracking due to over-torque, while providing flexibility for small adjustments. After the RoughinBox is mounted in place and the drain line is installed, the faceplate can easily be opened to provide full access to the box interior to facilitate installation of the line set and electrical cable. Another exclusive feature is the 2 plastic clips, which are provided to retain the faceplate in the closed position after the line set and cable are installed. The RoughinBox remains completely closed during sheetrocking and painting, so the line sets and cable are fully protected from damage and the drain outlet aperture will not become clogged with construction debris. When it's time to install the evaporator, simply remove the faceplate by cutting along its lower edge. The RoughinBox RBX3 provides an exclusive extra evaporator bracket support if it becomes necessary for more attachment points for the metal evaporator bracket. If a pump is needed for condensate removal, the faceplate can be used to provide a mounting base for the reservoir, as well as the pump if required. After removing the faceplate, simply attach the reservoir and/or pump assembly to it, and then clip it into the integral mounting slots at the bottom of the RoughinBox. RoughinBox RBX3 is fully reversible for left-hand or right-hand installations in case of horizontal drain exit. RoughinBox offers another exclusive feature which allows rear access from another room for replacement, repairs, or maintenance. This is how easy it is to install a RoughinBox. If using the wiring port, select the correct one which accepts 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch cable as required. Cut an X on top of the port, then insert the cable through it from the top, creating an integral strain relief bushing which prevents the cable from pulling out. Line set stubs from the evaporator are always oriented from right to left when looking at the front of the evaporator. To facilitate the connection of the line set to these, select and cut only the left-hand line set inlet port. Avoid using the right-hand port wherever possible, as this will make it very difficult to hook up the line set. Also refer to the cutting marks on the line port cap to cut away only enough cap surface to permit easy entry of line set. Select the horizontal or vertical drainage connection option and remove the elbow or closure cap as required. If a condensate pump is going to be used, do not remove the closure cap. Remove and invert the 4 mounting adapters so the fixing holes on top face upwards and the fixing holes on bottom face downwards. Mark the minimum distance between the evaporator and the ceiling on the studs, according to the manufacturer's instructions. To ensure correct drainage, the base of the RoughinBox RBX3 must never be above the bottom of the evaporator. For a horizontal drain outlet, cut an opening in the stud facing the drain outlet to attach a PVC coupler. Insert the box into place and screw the 4 mounting brackets into the studs to fix the RoughinBox RBX3 firmly into position. Using a sharp utility knife, cut along the top and both sides of the faceplate. Avoid overcutting at the corners by cutting from the extremities inwards towards the middle as shown. Now cut the marked center portion of the bottom edge to provide 2 hinge flaps as shown. Then fold it downwards towards you to provide an opening, which gives you full access to the interior of the box. Install the line set through the left port so the open end almost reaches the other end of the box, plus or minus 12 inches. The electrical cable can go through the same port if desired, or through one of wiring ports as selected. Note: always leave at least 48 inches of cable inside the box to ensure there will be sufficient length to reach the terminal block on the evaporator. Close off the aperture by refitting the faceplate into the vertical position and use the 2 plastic clips provided to retain it in place. Connect a PVC coupler to the selected drain outlet fitting using PTFE tape. Connect the balance of the drainage system, ensuring that the drain is completely clear. There is sufficient slope for correct drainage and all joints are watertight. During sheetrocking, the installer frames around the RoughinBox, which remains closed until all finishing and painting operations have been completed. When ready to install the evaporator, cut the 2 bottom hinge flaps on the faceplate and remove it completely. This will expose the line set, cable, and drain outlet. Mount the steel evaporator bracket and use the extra plastic evaporator bracket support if necessary. Connect the evaporator line set and the electrical cable to the evaporator. Using a clamp or cable tie, connect the drain hose to the adapter and insert it firmly into drain outlet. If a pump is needed for condensate removal, the faceplate can be used to provide a mounting base for the reservoir and for the pump if required. Simply attach the reservoir/pump assembly to the faceplate and then clip it into the integral mounting slots at the bottom of the RoughinBox. If rear access from another room is required for maintenance, just cut out the rear faceplate of the RoughinBox with a corresponding hole in the sheetrock behind it and use the RBX CP plastic cover, which is available as an optional extra to close it off. Now your installation is complete. Quickly, easily, and professionally. RoughinBox RBX3 assures you of a trouble-free mini-split installation every time.